Been some great bowling in this innings so far. Just need one more to really top it off.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
The openers will need to settle down and work hard. It's a big total to get on top of. But there's plenty of time, no need to rush. If there's some early wickets, then they could be looking at a big deficit. Yep. Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Lovely shot to start the innings. Unfortunate they just couldn't find a gap. Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Yep. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
Yes, keeper!
Exquisitely done on the front foot. A gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
Misses everything.
A little late on that. No run scored.
Wow, that's missed a lot.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Waiting. Yep. Can't get that outside the ring field. Needs to be on target.
Confusion written on the batters' faces. A mix-up that almost led to a run-out.
End of the over. 3 runs coming from it. India are none for 3. The right armour is coming into the attack from the north end.
Oh, nice ball.
A bit of frustration after that shot. Went after it, but just couldn't lay a bat on it.
Bowler is confident on this one. Gone, it's a good catch.
A trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
A big opportunity. They've worked hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get big runs on the board.
Yep.
It mightn't get to the boundary, should at least get a couple. Needs a direct hit.
That gets things going. Just nice to get settled, start to get your first runs.
Waiting.
Yep. That's gone.
Yeah!
Couldn't ask for an easier catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark their guard. They just need to rotate the strike early on as they get settled.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on the shot. A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
End of the over, 2 runs added. India are 2 for 5. Anderson from the south end.
Wait! Yep.
Great shot.
Sweated on the full and straight one. Brilliant shot back past the bowler.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Yeah.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
What a lovely shot. Really good timing out of the middle and raced to the boundary.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yep.
Nice shot. Runs possible.
Gets back in time. A good decision against taking the risky second run.
Yep. No.
Anderson just needs to continue finding good spots now.
Yep.
Into the gap. Nice shot.
Found the middle of the bat. Great timing. Lovely front foot shot that has raced to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Yep.
Nice shot.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right. Beaten on the drive.
Anderson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messed everything up.
Anderson ends what has been a tidy over. Just needed to top it off with a wicket.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
Onto the front foot early, placed it perfectly into the gap. Timed it nicely for 4 more.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment.
Yep.
Big edge. Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Catch it!
Found the gap with ease. Wasn't the worst ball you'll see, but it still raced to the rope.
The last one helped the scoring rate, making their intentions clear.
Oh, yep.
This should be close.
No!
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Yep.
Super piece of timing.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Good bowling.
A brilliant over for the batting side. Not so for the bowlers.
Yeah. Oh, nice bowl.
Massive chance.
Not great work from the keeper there. It's allowed them to rotate the strike.
Yep.
That's right off the meat of the bat.
Fine placement and enough timing to get that ball away to the boundary.
Anderson shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now. Drives and misses everything.
Well, they never really got in the right position for the drive for that one. A bit of a loose shot in my reckoning.
Yep.
They'd look for a couple here.
Good return there, back from the deep.
Trouble. Oh, gone.
It's the sort of dismissal that sees the momentum swing back to the bowler. Gone, but not for many.
The batting team are now on 3 for 50.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled.
Yep.
Middle that one, great timing.
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the found the space to get that one to the boundary.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yep.
Straight to the fielder. Gone! Brilliant in the field.
Another one gone. The 4th wicket is in the bag. A bit of trouble if there was another to fall quickly. We've seen some very good bowling.
A new batter always likes to feel bat on ball early on as they bring a bit of energy to the crease.
Good bowling.
Maybe they didn't pick it up. Very late on that shot.
Yep.
Sounded good the moment it hit the bat.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Just textbook stuff.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Great shot through the gap.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Consecutive boundaries in this over. I wonder what plans they'll come up with to slow this batting.
Good work by the keeper. That wasn't the easiest of collects and saved some certain runs. Just need to settle down. The ball is there to hit. They're trying too hard, I think, to really smash it rather than just time it. Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
End of the over. India are 4 for 62.
Yep.
Really good shot there.
Keeper.
Good return, back from the deep. Immediately underway with some runs.
Wait.
Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring.
Got forward well and was able to drive the ball. A lovely shot and good running.
There's a chance if this hits.
Good running. It needed to be as well. Probably closer than they expected.
Yep.
That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That's what you pay the entrance money for. It's flown into the crowd. A brilliant shot off the front foot. No need to move.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate?
Yeah.
Doesn't beat the infield.
No.
Good pickup. Big chance.
Well, they were moving quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were going to go again. In the end, I reckon that would have been just too risky.
Good shot. It's found the gap.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4. Driven away nicely.
Wotes, the right armour, is coming into the attack from the north end.
Yep.
Finds the fielder with that shot. Chance.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if the keeper felt a bit hard done by there. In the end, it'll just go down as byes.
Yep.
Great shot. Great timing.
Got their head right in line with the ball. A beautiful strike there down the ground.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come.
Decide against the second, way too late. I think they'd have been well short if they had continued. Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Flew away with pace. Brilliant timing.
Avoided the fielders, one bounce and four. Fantastic shot.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Does very well to get quickly across to that one.
Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call was made in the end.
Questions will begin to be asked. Should the captain make a change? A big over that one. Too many loose deliveries. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the south end. This is everything.
Well, that's the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Well timed, but there's a fielder out there. They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
That showed great skill. Lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Catch!
Brilliant shot, that. A couple on offer here. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
Solid partnership, 50 so far. Now it's time to really build a big score. The 50 comes up between this pair. It's been a strong partnership so far. A lot of people in the dressing room will be hoping it can continue.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving. Played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball.
Really playing all their shots that over. Really expensive.
Yep.
Couldn't get it through the field. Picks the gap perfectly.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure. Exquisitely down the front foot, a gorgeous looking drive. Could have been worth more.
This could be trouble.
Yep. Good bowling.
There's trouble here.
That's wild. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. It's poor play.
Yep.
Huge edge. Could be close. Let's see if they can get the ball up into the slot like before. So crucial to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Needs a direct hit.
Well, that's perhaps a little harsh. I felt it wasn't that wide.
Right out of the middle.
Off the front foot, hit it with all the power and elegance of a batter right at the top of their game.
That's the over. India are 4 for 120. Stokes from the south end.
Yep.
Good piece of fielding to stop some runs.
Just need to settle down. The timing's off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Time for cool heads.
Misjudged that and takes a hit on the body.
I don't think there was any bat on that as they come through for the single.
Needs to be on target.
A little bit of confusion out in the middle, but they've got back quickly. No harm done. Both batters survive.
Yeah. Perfectly timed.
Well, that was a really solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
Great shot.
Well, he can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, around about off stump, and that'll force the mistake.
Yep.
Great shot, but it's not going to beat the fielder.
Keep it in.
Good return back from the deep. I'm surprised they didn't go for a third. Would have been a very simple run.
Waiting.
Yep. Nice timing, good batting, won't get to the boundary. There'll be one run here for them.
Half century for this batsman.
Picks up 50 with that shot. A great way to start their innings. Now's the time to push on.
Great timing, right off the meat of the bat.
They may have overstepped. The captain shouldn't be disappointed by the effort, just need to adjust the run-up.
Didn't keep the foot behind the line. Just a slight tweak to the run-up will sort it out. Hit that hard, nailed it.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been really happy with that last shot.
Yeah.
Goes up and over for 6. That's the positive option.
And that brings up a 100-run partnership for these two.
It can be very disheartening seeing good deliveries smacked around. Sometimes you just got to accept it and move on.
Yep.
Perfect technique and placement.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
End of a high-scoring over. Beautiful batting. After hitting the boundary that many times, confidence is high out in the middle.
Yep.
Power and precision in that shot.
It was just a little bit too full, and it was beautifully timed.
You can see how good this pitch can be for batting. You want the player coming forward, but it's a tight margin. Only a touch full and put away. Drives and misses everything.
Tried to get the drive away, timed it poorly, lucky to survive.
Hit right on the body. Misjudged it a bit maybe. Couldn't seem to get out of the way. That will have hurt.
Nice running between the wickets, clipping the pads, not the bat though.
Times it nicely.
Now that was beautifully struck with a perfect straight bat.
Boundary off the last ball. What's to come off this delivery, I wonder?
Yeah.
Cuts that off well in the infield.
And that brings up the half century for this batsman.
Well, it's a case of blink and you miss it with this innings. 50 brought up, and what a devastating passage of play it's been.
Out.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward catch in the end.
They will receive now the warmest of receptions from this crowd for a supreme display of batting.
Lots of pressure coming into bat. We'll have to wait, though, to face their first ball. The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the north end.
Wait there.
Straight to the fielder.
No.
Well, the communication's not great between these two. There's a lot of hesitation in their calls. On that occasion, looking for a second. In the end, a good decision not to go through with it.
Oh my, that's racing away.
It was lovely footwork. A great shot, a glorious shot, actually, to get back and play it like that.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket will come.
Wait on.
This should be close. Absolutely nailed it.
They got it over the top, had pretty good control, and one bounce over the rope.
Do they go full? Do they go short? A lot to ponder after the boundary. Nicely played. Perfect timing.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was absolutely no point in chasing that.
It's been a great over so far. 2 boundaries from it. Runs coming very easily. Edge. Unplayable. And safely taken by the keeper.
Really getting towards the tail enders now. 6th wicket gone. There's not a lot left in this lineup.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come in after the fall of a wicket. Really good shot there.
Sometimes it doesn't matter how good a ball is, they'll just get smacked.
Don't mind getting hit for runs. What's important is to focus on getting the next ball right.
Wait there.
Can't get that outside the ring field.
No.
Gets back in time, a good decision against taking the risky second run.
A change to the complexion of this match. Got to get the new batter coming forward early, encouraging them to drive and really attack the stumps.
Waiting. Yep. No.
Bit of a mix-up, but no harm done this time.
Good pickup, big chance.
Just need to settle down. The timing is off. These deliveries are there to be hit, but it's a time for cool heads.
Yep. No, no, no.
Misses out there on the short and wide one. shoulders, arms, and true to the wicketkeeper.
6 runs added in the over. India are 6 for 189. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
That ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward on the front foot is ridiculous.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key. That's right off the meat of the bat.
Lovely shot. Gets on the drive, just powers that over the boundary. Wonderful timing.
They shouldn't get too discouraged with that last ball. The first step as a bowler is to get the batter playing, which they've managed. If they can find the right spot, the reward will eventually come. Gone! Excellent catch, close to the bat.
They find themselves 7 wickets down. It's about now you need someone to stand up and stick around at the crease.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should definitely be on the new batter, who strides to the middle. They will be looking for another quick wicket. High, high, high in the air. This should be an easy chance. Yeah! And again, see you later. 2 wickets on the trot.
Just managed to clasp their hands around that one. Disappointment for the batter, joy for the bowler. Another wicket down, this one without scoring.
It's a long way to walk out here just to walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first one behind them and then push on. Finds the fielder with that shot.
Just a little bit wide, well picked up. And let the ball do all the work really, just to nudge it down towards third.
Not the ideal way of handling that ball.
Decisive running might have gotten 2. Looking back at it, I'd say they'd have made it easily. So in the end, poor running.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive over. The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the south end.
Catch it!
That's a long way up. Is there anyone there to catch it?
Nothing really wrong with the delivery. Got onto the front foot and found the space to get that one to the boundary.
I'd like to see them aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms.
Yep.
Nicely played.
A fantastic shot off the back foot, really well timed. Everyone just had to stand, watch and admire.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball, and it'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond.
Yep.
A real beauty. Just times it so well.
That went all the way up toward the grandstand for 4, driven away nicely.
Root, I don't think, will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Beaten on the drive. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Robinson with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
That's an unbelievable shot into the crowd.
Heaved away off the back foot, sweetly timed.
That last ball isn't something you'd want to see a repeat of. You don't want to be giving easy runs away. Couldn't have hit that any better.
The fielder could only pick that up off the boundary rope, punch that away through the covers with exquisite timing.
End of the over. India are 8 for 228.
Yep.
Very quick out there, managing to stop it and preventing 4 runs.
These two are so quick between the wickets. I thought for a moment they were looking for another, but I think that would have been too risky.
Wow, that's missed the lot. This could be trouble.
Not a very smart shot. Got nothing onto it in the end.
Yep.
Great shot through the gap. Perfect timing.
That really is a fantastic straight drive. Nothing the bowler could do to stop it. It just flew past and straight to the boundary.
Tried for something a bit different the last ball. The captain shouldn't mind that. If they get it right, they might just get the wicket.
Obviously didn't like the look of that one and just ignored it.
Yep.
That's great fielding. That ball was flying.
There was absolutely a second on then, being a little bit too risk-averse out in the middle.
Strokes it languidly away to the fence. A lovely shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Broad shouldn't be too worried about that last ball. They've got them playing their shots, just need to tighten their areas now.
Yep.
Into the gap, nice shot.
That was a solid shot, really well played. Ball was dropped just a little shorter, and a great shot off the back foot.
Robinson from the south end. Perfectly timed.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
A boundary off the last ball. Is it a sign they're trying to push the run rate? They'll get at least 1. Yeah. Great reactions. Brilliant catch close in.
They've played the most brilliant innings here, which could well have turned this match around. It's certainly entertained this crowd, who's loved every minute of it.
The team will be after a positive innings from this batter. A great opportunity to come in and put some runs on the board.
Yeah.
They've picked the gap. Perfect timing.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's raced to the boundary.
A little short on that occasion. Needs to adjust the length slightly to be just a little fuller. Too short on this pitch, and as we've seen already, it makes it very easy to score.
That's the best answer to any short ball. Get onto the back foot and pull it away for 4.
Wonderful batting at the moment. Back-to-back boundaries, putting the pressure on the bowler to respond.
Yeah.
I, for one, reckon that second run was on, but clearly the batters knew better.
Timed that brilliantly.
Just perfection, a majestic shot. You just cannot hit it any better than that. Raced away to the boundary.
The session comes to an end, and there's been a lot to like about what we've seen. I'm off for a short break.